Hi guys, so this video is going to serve a few different functions, but mostly it's just to update you guys that no, I didn't permanently quit my channel, no, I didn't disappear forever, but I did purposely take a break from YouTube, which was not my plan. When I made my new channel, as you guys know, my intent was to then start making new videos, like I said, kind of from my new channel perspective. And I fully planned on doing that, and I had video plans written out and time slots saved to make videos. And then some things happened both on YouTube and in real life that made me decide to postpone that. And because the things that happened created anxiety and stress for me, instead of making a video explaining why, I just kind of backed away. And I know some of you might be upset or sad about that, or some of you might just not remember me that well and not care. And, you know, that doesn't bother me. I mean, I hope you guys remember me, but it doesn't bother me that you guys are allowed to have whatever reaction to that you want. But I just wanted to explain what motivated me to make that decision, because some of it was fueled by people's behavior on this website. So basically, as you guys know, I had an old channel that was, you know, active from the time I was really young, like 12 or 13, and then a handful of years after that. And I made, you know, the channel intent was the same kind of, you know, I learn languages, I want to learn and teach language on here. But because I was young and not super mature, a lot of my videos were, first of all, yeah, it was just my 13 and 14-year-old face, which I eventually became uncomfortable with having on the internet. But second of all, my style of making videos and the way that I talked about certain topics became something that I was no longer comfortable with as I got older. So because of those things, and just growing and changing as a person, I decided to delete those old videos and make a new channel. And on the old channel, I made a whole video kind of explaining the reasons and talking to everybody kind of very honestly about my thought process and why I was making my new channel. And a lot of people were really supportive in response, and when I moved channels, a lot of people left really supportive comments on the new channel in response. However, I did get a kind of bigger than I expected group of people that responded in a very negative way to my decision. And that was kind of shocking for me because I didn't expect people to be that dismissive of my boundaries and kind of my choices. So what happened was, despite everybody else having really nice comments, I started getting these comments popping up that said things like, "How dare you, like, take down your old videos? Like, I'm so upset, and, I used to respect you, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do." And, like, I don't know, just a bunch of really dismissive things, almost, like, scolding me for choosing to make a new channel. And it was enough comments that whenever I logged in, I started to get anxious about logging in to YouTube, and, that was unfortunate because everybody else was really so supportive and it wasn't at all most of your fault at all. But, and you know, I do have a backbone, so it's not like I was devastatingly crushed by these people. But the thing was, you know, that when something becomes more stressful than fun for me to do, I choose to prioritize other things. I think that's pretty normal. So basically what happened was that YouTube became more of a hassle than it was enjoyable for me, and I distanced myself. I told myself I'm just going to take a month or two and focus on school, and then I'll come back. But after a month or two, I realized that I was much more, you know, I was much more focused, and I wasn't worrying about this channel and, like, what people thought of me. So I decided to make the break a bit longer, and I just kind of stayed away from YouTube for about a year. And I do somewhat regret that, but at the same time I don't, because it's healthy for me to set boundaries for myself. And the thing is, like, yes, I'm a strong person with a backbone, and people's words don't crush me or whatever, but I do have an anxiety disorder. I do have stress and anxiety in my life, and, especially when school gets hard and I'm focusing on trying to graduate soon, which is happening, by the way, sometimes it's necessary for me to buckle down and choose to focus on only the stuff that I really need to do. So, like, my first priorities being, like, school or my family or my relationship. And stuff like YouTube, as much as it can be fun, just kind of falls down that priority list. And especially at a time when, in my young adult life, things are changing a fair amount in my life and I'm going through different transitions and new experiences, it's important for me to be able to focus on the stuff that's immediately happening around me especially when I can tend to have some issues with focusing and with having anxiety and stuff. And not have to worry about people demanding that I be a full-time YouTuber, like making videos every week. I felt like I'd kind of made this image as a YouTuber, not just a casual, like a person who does YouTube sometimes, and because of that, people just became very attached to kind of feeling entitled to my web presence. And that's not always a bad thing, because yeah, when somebody puts themselves out there on the internet, you start to expect content from them. But I do want to remind you guys that I'm a person, and that receiving so many comments that said things like, wow, you know, I really disagree with you for deleting your videos, and like, wow, I wish you hadn't done that, and I'm really disappointed. It builds up my stress, and I also want to remind people that as a person that, you know, has feelings and comfort levels in real life, I don't have to be comfortable with, you know, leaving up videos from when I was a really young teenager. I think it was a perfectly reasonable decision for me to make to delete those videos, because, you know, I don't have to be comfortable with the whole world seeing my face as a young kid, you know? It's not, I can set that boundary. So yeah, that was about it. I just felt that some people were disrespectful to my boundaries, and it was building up my anxiety levels, and so I decided to distance myself and focus on the things immediately in my real life that are important to me, and that's that. But I will say, I did not permanently quit YouTube. I still do plan on coming back and making videos in my different languages that I'm learning. I'm going to be moving out of state soon to go to school for 4 years, and that's really exciting for me, and I'm going to be majoring in language-related stuff, and I have the potential to do things like study abroad, so I really do have things that I want to make videos about. But at the same time, I'm going to be a full-time student, I'm going to have a lot of expectations on me, and I want to be able to know that if I leave for a couple months, people aren't going to start to scold me and kind of take this tone with me, because that's what makes me go from a 2-month break to a year-long break, because normally, if I felt supported by my fan base, not fan base, I'm not a celebrity, but like, by the people who watch my videos, if I felt super supported that if I had to take a month or two break, they wouldn't, like, yell at me, then I would feel a lot more comfortable coming back right away after that 2-month break. But when I log in after 2 months, and yes, I see nice comments, because again, like I've been saying, most of you are really great, but if at the top I see like this handful of like really rude kind of pushy comments, like, where'd you go? Oh my god, like, it makes me want to just log back out again, like, I don't want to deal with that. So basically, if you guys would do me a favor and try and be supportive and understanding of the fact that I'm a person, I'm a full-time student, and that I will have to take some time for myself sometimes, then it'll be easier for me to come back and make semi-regular content without feeling anxious or guilty. So that's mainly what I wanted to say. I will be making more videos soon, kind of just talking about my life, and they'll probably be in Japanese again, because I like to make videos in Japanese. I could also be making videos in the other languages that I study. And as usual, I encourage you guys to comment, or if you have a suggestion for something you want me to make kind of a vlog about, please let me know, and I'll consider it. So that's really all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I really feel better having gotten that off my chest. And I just want you guys to know that, for the most part, everybody following me is a super supportive and kind of kind and polite viewer, and I don't want this video to seem like I'm accusing all of you of driving me off of YouTube or anything. There was just a certain group of people that was becoming intolerable, and I deleted most of the comments. I responded to some of them in order to kind of say, hey, that's not okay, and you might see that on my other video or on my page. But I deleted a majority of them because they were just making me feel bad, and I didn't want that. So, now that I don't have to look at the negative energy, that sounds so corny, the negative energy, I'm gonna be back occasionally making videos, and yeah, so anybody who's still here and still interested, that's what's going on. 見てくれてありがとうございます。日本語じゃなくてすみません. I'm sorry that this video was not at all in any of my foreign languages. I know that's the main reason why you guys are here. But I felt it would be easier to just make a casual English video, and I will stick a Japanese summary of it in the description for Japanese viewers. Otherwise, I might put subtitles on if I can parse through all that and have the time to do so, but yeah. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope all of you are doing well. I'm going to make more videos kind of in the future, at least another video in the near future, kind of talking about life updates in another language, hopefully Japanese. So yeah, alright, bye-bye.